guys, today I'm going to be reviewing my new Orbit base. It's more of like a Death Star type Orbit base now. With the 2-layer thick walls now, and they're also full built-in walls. They're not like hollow, they're not just like a line that like a full actual wall goes through. This took me about 6.5 days to make. Or to complete in all full detail, like on a time scale, like 6.5 different dates. On a time scale, I'd say it took me about 12 to 13 hours to complete. Very interesting build. But start off with this room right here. Actually, let's start with the control room. There's only one minifigure in here right now because that's who I wanted. Almost just like a little review minifigure. So first, we'll start off with the control room. Very interesting room, I have to admit. So I'm just trying to get the right camera angle. This is my first time using this camera, or using this tripod. Control room here, but the clone or stormtrooper, forget it, whatever. The controls actually had nothing on them because they're not meant to be like looked at. They're meant to only be, seen by the trooper handling them. Sorry, the thing just broke. So yeah, basically the trooper can be in there handling the controls. And what is he controlling, you might ask? Well, he's actually controlling the super laser. But the super laser is on the other side. I'll show you where the super laser is. Super laser is like around here. Like right there in this room. Yeah, that room. There actually is no TIE Fighter hanging pod because again, this is not an exact Star Wars replica. This is just like my own custom one, just like my own one. This is not supposed to be a Death Star. It's supposed to be my Orbit base. My last Orbit base actually did have a TIE Fighter hangar pod, but this one didn't have enough room for a TIE Fighter hangar pod. This next room actually does have like a unit droid in here, but I don't have the unit droid in here right now. But the unit droid is holding 2 tools. And the rest of his tool bench is right here. I apologize if you guys hear noise in the next minute or two. There's a FedEx truck that's rolling around the neighborhood right now. He has like a scalpel, like a knife. This is supposed to be a screwdriver, pickaxe, and oil, because he does droids. Because he does repair work on droids, so droids tend to need oil too. So I added like a little oil container. This is the second review in a row I've knocked off this stupid super laser. Okay, next room is just an empty room. There's nothing in here. I didn't really have an idea for it, because right next door there's a turret room. Right next door with the one little mini turret I designed. I might do a video on how to create this exact turret. I love the design. Swivel turret. I love it, love it, love it. We have in here this room. This would be like the jail room. But I guess this room is more for just like conversing, maybe. Not much of a use for this room. I think there is 2 empty rooms in total. Nope, only 1 empty room in total on this whole base. That's good. Loading the tripod to get a view on the next floor. Phone just came off the tripod. I apologize. Okay. The next bunch of rooms. Stupid tripod phone barely fits on it. So the next bunch of rooms will be examined now. I apologize 100% for that. Okay. We're back. We have here the what do you call it? The conference table. Which, by the way, I love this conference table. table is a very simple build. We have two more of the original blasters. I've been trying to collect these, and I found like, let me count. I found so many of them. There are more around the build. There's just tons of them all around my build. You have to put both guns a very specific way for the lid to fit back on. There you go. So now the lid will fit directly. Now the lid is back on, the lid over the table, and the guns can be quickly accessed by, it's basically just like a little storage. The Death Star has this too, except uses like the newer model weapons, but I have newer model weapons. I just think the Death Star literally looks cooler, or this build literally looks cooler with the older model. Now onto the crappiest looking super laser ever. But again, guys, remember, this is made by a guy who just is using bricks at home. I used all these by bricks at home. So this is the super laser I was able to come up with. I think it looks pretty good for a at-home custom. The rest of the room is just basic. We have here another Medibench. I have lots of Medibenches. Custom built Medibench. Or interrogation chair. I don't know if this is like supposed to be like a Medibench or interrogation chair. There's like a Medibench upstairs, but that's like a dread Medibench. This might be an interrogation chair. Yeah, I think this was actually supposed to be an interrogation chair. When I built this, I was totally just building along and filling the rooms the best I could. This is probably my favorite room for, I have no clue reasons why. I'm gonna use my custom purple Stormtrooper that I never use because I don't like him because he stains everything purple. For the jails, or for the isolation room. Lift up this trap door and throw a minifigure down. He'll drop right into the isolation chamber. Shut the door, lock it. The minifigure cannot escape. Both doors are sealed through, and both walls are sealed through. Hang on, I gotta adjust the camera. Both walls are sealed through both ways. There's absolutely nothing in here, so they'll literally just starve or thirst to death or die of boredom. And we also have Siren down here if they're doing mischievous things or manage to get out. I'm planning on adding a bucket up here to add all of their like material, like stuff that if he was holding a gun, could put a gun up here because you know they can't have guns in the isolation chamber because they could shoot out the siren and short circuit the whole building. The door would be able to open back up and they'd be able to get out. Next room is not a bench actually. I'm actually really proud of how this build turned out. Very proud. It is a it's a parts conveyor belt. So for like broken droids, you can roll the broken droids parts down the little conveyor belt into the bucket and gather their parts. I think it's a very cool build. Very simple build too. I can literally do a build review right now. Very easy build. A little adjuster knob right here. Right there. Adjuster knob helps adjust the whole build. It's very sturdy too. And you can literally just lift it up, find its clip down, clip it down, and it rolls right in perfectly. Next and final room is my scuffed version of the jump. This one is not a jump, it's basically a trap pit. If you put a minifigure on this little pellet right here, let me zoom in a little bit closer. On this little pellet right here, this pellet will trap and fall down. The thing is, I'm in it so there's no way to get across. So if like a person's running super fast, and then in the clone training room, they just don't get out that way. And that's it for the. Oh no, I didn't do the clone training room, did I? No, I did not. Okay, let me get a good review of the clone training room. Probably my favorite room. I don't know why I totally forgot about it. Here's the clone training room. Or not clone training room, Stormtrooper training room. Yeah, you have multiple of these. Sorry, one of my racks just broke. You have multiple of these racks of guns here, which you can just clip on almost anywhere, literally. With these old-fashioned guns again, we have a custom-built target and a key up here. When they put the key into the key slot right there, do that little key thing. The thing would be like this. All of a sudden, it would pop up and activate, and they have to hit it 3 times for it to disactivate, and then they have to just put the key in there again. That is it for my Star Wars Orbit Base number 2. Like a Star Wars inspired Orbit Base. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys didn't and think I suck at building, tell me so in the comments. Thank you guys. If you guys made it this far, I'm super thankful. I'm super thankful, and I apologize for not uploading recently. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Peace.